Hello, hello, welcome in. Midweek point and click. Disco Elysium, episode 5. It's been quite the journey so far. Steve, are you there with us?
Yep, how's it going?
Doing very well. How's your week been?
Not too bad. Nothing much happening.
That's good, that's good. Alright, well, your turn for the recap. Let me just start the game so the music isn't as loud because it is quite hard on the ears. And then once we're in, feel free to give us the rundown. Here we are. Cool. What happened last week, Steve?
Okay, I wouldn't have remembered that whether it was last week or the week before, but we guess we did the autopsy, which means, I guess at the start of it, we got that big guy, the racist guy, to get down the body.
Yes. Yep.
Did an autopsy. The autopsy was kind of interesting, but then because there was some last detail we couldn't see and Kim couldn't see, they generally were one-to-one, but there's something that we have a sense that something's there that we've missed. Kim can't see it. So we stuffed the body in a random fridge. Don't know if hopefully it's not used, but...
The bear fridge.
Yeah, fridge in the shape of a bear for whatever reason. We've just unceremoniously stuffed him in there for later. It's very weird. And then I think it's mostly small stuff. Like I just remember little things like the lady that saw like a anarchist that's drawing graffiti, and we find out I think it was police paint or something like that, or some sort of restricted paint, and we told her about it. I think she told us to fuck off or something like that. Which a lot of people in this world do. And yeah,
I think that's about right.
Much else.
Other than that, I think
it's just like small conversations and stuff.
We did try to see that guy in the apartment complex, but we found his apartment, but it says we need to return tomorrow at 9 o'clock, which is huge because that's like 24 hours time. But I don't know. I guess we can go through our list and get advice from the folks. Speaking of folks, we got Saiku and Tongs here. How you doing? Hope things are swell with you. But yeah, we've got our sort of quest log. Let's have a look what that was. It's all these different things. But the thing that makes this hard compared to other games is there's certain quests you can't even do until way later by the looks of it. Okay, we've got a lot of done ones. That's cool. What's this map? We haven't even looked at this stuff yet. Oh, okay. Most important question, how's Rams? She is delicious. She's currently on Lisa's lap. They're watching some weird show that Lisa likes to watch that is not my jam. But they're watching it together and having a great time. And how is the onion? And how is Sylvie? All right, let's see. Find who is in the union box. I don't know what that means. There was also the freezer in the back of the hostel that everyone is curious to know what's inside. We haven't figured that out yet either. We got one step closer in singing karaoke, but now we need to actually find the song. And we've also become a super cop, which has its rewards and downsides, I guess.
Yeah, superstar cop. That's the dude. We have to go.
So we've done that.
We go there now. We should go there now.
No, because last time we went, it said tomorrow. But let's do it. Why not? The first thing we can do. What's this?
All around you, rain falls on the great city of Rivershore. Rain drips from the eaves and floods the gutters, washing the filth away. The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting.
Oh, that's fairly zoomed out. Look at that.
Cute.
What am I doing?
Up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hair.
What do I see?
Grey sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another. Rain falls down on the world.
How does it feel?
Humid. Your coat shields you from the rain, while the city shivers around you.
I don't think we need to know this, motherfucker.
This rain will not let up anytime soon. At least we are dressed for it. Let's keep moving.
That's right. We've got the jacket for it at least. All right, so we'll go to the apartment building.
Next thing you know, to be asking for feet pics.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's one of mine. One of my rats. It was one that never liked me that much, which was okay because it's like, as long as it keeps other rats company. Up until it was old, until its old age, then it would actually come up to me and actually became affectionate to me. And one of the things it did was occasionally it would go up to my feet, and when I'm on the computer, it would go up and just snip my foot a little, the toes a little, when it wanted to be picked up. So I had this like really huge turnabout from like constantly hiding or being away from me to wanting attention, but also that's how it'll get attention.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're 8 minutes in and we're already discussing feet.
Mm-hmm.
Burden Tree, welcome back. Hungry Jack's is good. I have not had it in a long time, but I like it more than McDonald's. Filthbag Psycho. Alright, now we needed to find... Was it here? No, that's... Was it... I forget how to get out. So, oh, what's this? I don't think we saw that last time. Oh, we've got to equip the flashlight because we can't see shit. Moss crawls in the bathroom tiles. Actual moss.
But what other type of moss would it be?
Like fake
moss?
fake moss. Or maybe just like slime and stuff.
That isn't
Yeah, so
just
that
a
looks like moss.
five-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath of antlers. The iconography of communism, in other words.
Look out, Kim. There are communists around.
I'll keep my armistice handy, detective.
Hungry Jack's used to be the Australian version of Burger King, but now we have actual
He
Burger
doesn't
King, so it's a
actually reach
weird,
for his gun.
Same
weird
menu.
franchise thing. Yeah.
This might be it to go outside. Oh, what's
You
this?
hear someone.
Didn't see that before. Oh, and there's money. Look how many dollary-doos that is. Oh, someone's shoes.
$7.
We can steal the shoes?
Now who's doing foot things? Creepy
Oh.
foot things too.
There's money in the shoes.
This one. You pick up the. It's not as bad as the story I told, which you said it was a filth bag thing. It wasn't that bad. Where at the start of a club, I guess I have to say it's an Australian thing that our currency, the $1 and $2 currency, is coins, not notes, and when you're at a pub or a club, you pick out one or two of them and you throw them in the bottom of the urinal, and you see if someone picks it up at the end of the night.
What?
It's a thing that.
That's not a
we do
thing, Steve.
sometimes.
That's a you thing.
I've
never
think
heard
I've
of-
done that. I've maybe done that once. That's mostly I learned that from other people, so it's not just a me thing.
So I've never heard of that in my life, but I've seen the result of that before. Which is
Oh,
disgusting.
yeah. So you see the coins when you go to the toilet, and then next time you go, it's gone.
Yes.
Is that what you mean?
That's what I saw. So it was...
So that started with someone throwing coins in there with the express purpose of seeing if they disappear.
That's so gross, because I was actually in the bathroom when I saw a super drunk dude go, oh, $2, and he fished it out wrist deep.
I've never seen anyone actually do it, but yeah.
It's so funny because now I've got the other piece of the puzzle because I'd never heard of that game before. I just saw this filth bag grabbing $2 out of the urinal, and you've basically clued me in on what the game is. Okay, it's not a game I ever
Why
want to
would
play.
be there in the first place?
Oh, balcony, there it is.
Because how else would it happen? Because how would someone be using their wallet or something while they're peeing for it to fall in?
Oh, I don't want to know.
Of that day, you know, because it's intentional.
I'm lost. Steve, help me with where this apartment is.
It's on the other side because it's the apartment near where Kunoise is.
Yeah, I just don't
Left
remember
back
how
down.
to get there though. We're in the right complex, but
Oh,
this exit here.
downstairs? Yeah, there.
okay. Is it? Hang on. That's not right. It's in
Also,
here.
I think I told that on stream as well.
No. Where is it then? If it's not this one and it's not this one, there must be another door that we're missing. I think I got confused last time and went the long way around as well. Here it is. I think this is it. Oh, we've got a few thoughts. The maroon glow of light pollution rises from the east. You hear distant traffic. Night is falling from the city. What's this? The curtains shift just a little. Someone is watching from within. Okay. Don't know what this door is. Is it locked? Okay.
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security. No one answers.
We should return tomorrow. Tomorrow at 9 p.m.
Yep. There you go. So a full day we have to wait. Crazy. So the last thing I remember we needed to do was we needed to get the card off the muscles dude, so then we could open up. Though I didn't see it in the book log. Let's have a look. Run the number on the. Oh yeah, that's right. We ran the number and we have to wait tomorrow to get the thing back. Track down. Who's closer in the trash? Okay, that's going to take a while too. Joyce's info and lynching. Joyce, she was the lady by the boat that wants us to do something as well.
Oh, the rich lady.
Yeah, which I think what we should do is wait till we get our badge so we don't have to do what she's asking, because it seems kind of risque. Send the body for processing. We'll do that once we actually can pass that skill check. Who made the call? Keep searching for the caller. Despite the lack of obvious leads, this might take some time. Okay. Explore the Whirligig's secret passage. Find a way into the secret passage. Okay, so we'll focus on this one. What else do we have? Get a hold of a sad song tape. If I remember correctly from the very first play I did, there was a pawn shop at some point. And I think there may be some
Why
music.
haven't we been there yet?
I don't think it's in this area.
Oh.
We would have found it by now. Open the door for Everett. Get a key from the Weasel's door from Manana. Get a key to the Weasel's door from Manana. Who's that? Manana, doesn't that mean tomorrow or morning or something?
I have no idea.
Tongs, you know
I
Spanish.
don't know the song.
Special borscht. Special borscht is strikers eating. Looking. You can find it in the kitchen. Okay, so we're going to look in the kitchen as well.
That'll be the smoking and drinking.
Oh, you know, the other thing that we missed in the recap is the girl that we thought, Sylvie. We thought that she was the one that called in, like, threw the clothes away, but in reality, she gave us a truth bomb on how much of a shithead we were.
Yeah. Remind me of that. A whole episode of Black Books.
Getting the
Really
handbag
good
boot.
ones.
Get the boots off the victim's feet. We'll do that later at night because they mentioned that Kim will go to sleep. Smoke of the balcony. Okay, there we go. Track down your gun.
The union leader at one stage, I thought, asked us if he was Slag. Oh, no, it was the guy before the union leader. Asked us if he was Scab. He seemed like an exposition dumper.
So it's this door here. He'll say something about getting the card.
This must be it. The basement door is weather-worn. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned green from sea air, and there's a knocker shaped like a lion's head.
Actually, while we're here, Steve, we've been really, really slack in shout-outs. Can you give old Verdantry a shout-out? Artie Fine's in the house. How you doing?
That's probably the door Everett mentioned. We still need to get the key from this Manana first, though.
Manana. Okay. So that's what the Manana thing was. Okay, good to know.
Hopefully that works.
Yep, here we go. Oh, he looks like he's playing Tears of the Kingdom. This is live camera, folks. This is exactly what he's doing right now.
Am I even heading the right way? Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, this is the way I was supposed to go.
I can hear the audio coming through my desktop speakers. Another... OBS did a lot of
You should be
fuckery
able
with
to
my
go back
audio
and
today.
flip it, Chris.
Cool, there we go. I wonder if we can try moving this tin again now that it's been a while. Let's go around and have a look. Oh, I've heard good things about the Lord of the Rings magic stuff, mainly from Jan Jerome, but I have no idea, and I have no idea how to play magic or anything like that.
Yeah, so it's magic is in the card game.
Yeah, The Gathering, Lord of the Rings edition. Okay, let's try this
My
again.
only
Hopefully.
thing with that, I think I gave it away. I think I've done with magic because I've read a book that had a whole bunch of short stories in the magic universe.
Bloody eyelash in my eye. Pain in the ass. All right, we've got another check, and look at this. Look at this, 72. All right, fingers crossed, everyone.
Because
Yes!
there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly.
Let's pull the panels aside.
There it is. You see a shabby little door.
Hell yes. Oh, that's another thing as well. We are so low on morale. We've got no extra morale juices because we lost like 5 or 6 in one hit.
Yeah, we're taking way too many rolls. Rolling those
What
bones
is
too
this
much.
then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
Oh, what if the tool shed has a better crowbar? Because remember, there's the ice chest in the
Yeah.
basement.
Yeah, that we needed a better tool for.
As much as you enjoy Jan, you'd be willing to bet he's mostly interested in the fancy card that's currently buy price. Yeah, so he explained a little bit. He normally hates Lord of the Rings, and he's like whatever about magic. But he did a sort of a dev interview, and the dev really like sold him on both, like sand dealed the shit out of it. So now he loves it. Ooh, come on, money. 40 cents. This looks like a real Kuno of a place. Silver plate with traces of yellow bone powder.
Be
That's the case,
still,
I reckon we should
my
trash it.
heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine.
Oh, drug den.
The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you.
Oh, he's waiting to see what.
There's a
We gotta lick this one?
way to ask where he stands on drug use. Professionally, I mean.
All right, Psycho, you're up. 1, 2, or 3. I wonder if we can win him back over. I've been trying to win him over a little bit. I think the actual deal breaker was licking the sticky alcohol off the bench.
I don't know. Handing a gun to a kid was pretty bad too.
Yeah, I guess so.
Handing a gun to a kid after we've pointed a gun at another kid and threatened to shoot them.
All right, Saku's chosen number 2. I wasn't thinking about taking it. I swear, I was just thinking about justice.
Of course, detective. Swift justice. Don't worry, we don't have to investigate every trace
Good call.
of narcotics.
Yeah, swift, lightning justice. Faster, harder, justicer.
Is that a really good police attitude though?
See that ladder there?
Ooh.
It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids use.
I'm so glad we got in here. The poster says, "Get out of the way or get fucked up." An empty tube of magnesolam. Magnesium supplement. Oh, if only it was full, because magnesium is for morale. Damn it. Cured pig's head. Looks mummified. Alright, going up the ladder. Ooh, what's this? Oh, it's a health one. Okay.
Wow.
Might as well use a health one. Why not?
Take a look at this.
Take a look at that indeed. This doorway's gonna collapse soon. Restoration pillars keep the ruins together. Oh, what's this? Postcard. Okay. Oh, I see that. Money! Can we walk this way, I guess? How do we even get there? Oh, that's upstairs at the joint. Interesting. We should check that out. Oh, looks like we can get to the roof. Even better. See money on the roof.
Oh, yeah.
When I was doing my my JavaScript courses and work, I was listening to just Lo-Fi Girl in the background, but maybe the soundtrack to this game would be good study music. More money. Okay, looks like we've done everything here.
Got a few soundtracks on my phone, but Arcane is the one I go back to.
Oh yeah. Arcane, didn't Mumford and Sons do the theme song to that? No, Imagine Dragons. Imagine Dragon these nuts.
Like these nuts.
Hey.
Wasn't fast enough. Yeah, they did one of the songs, but then I grabbed an extra one. The enemy song they did. There's a Sting song.
Oh yeah.
I sort of like it. The video clip though has this weird mixture where there's a few things that are kind of cool with the characters, but then there's a few things that are way out of place, like they're like looking at enforcers with attitude, like kids on the corner, and Powder does the shooting a gun motion at the enforcer in this like very attitude way, and then going down the alleyway and she's like dancing in the front like she's the leader. It's very weird.
Young Verdantry, do you know if finding a way into... Hang on one second. Finding a way into here is something we can do simply like pulling a book from a bookcase or something? Or is this quest related? I'm not sure. Doesn't seem to be anything here we can interact with, but... Okay. There was another quest, something about in the kitchen we needed to do. Which one was it? Might have to go through them again. Ask him about the case. I guess there's some things we've got to ask again. Oh, we can also cash that novelty check over in the other place. We should probably do that too. Okay, who else is has unauthorized access? That's the The rubbishman. Okay. Secret passage, yep. Special borscht, here it is. What's so special about the borscht that these strikers are eating? The cook in the whirligig in rags is making it. You can find him in the kitchen. Look into it. Can we though? I mean, I think I'm in the kitchen. It's very kitchen-like. I'm gonna quickly go and cash in that check, I think. This isn't manana, is it? Or is manana the condom full of walnuts guy? Oh, maybe it's the guy hanging off the balcony, just there.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
No. You need tear to use the tear machine.
Okay.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
Okay.
What's that magazine she's reading?
What's that magazine
You
you're
mean
reading?
this?
Looks like a cover boasting a colourful photo of 2 girls kissing.
This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
Is that the same as vanilla ice cream on pie? So it's police and vanilla ice cream? Or is that a la mode? I think it's a la mode, not de la mode. All right, tongs. 1, 2, 3, or 4. And while you decide, I'm going to take off this fucking hoodie. It's so hot in here now. Number 1. Stupid famous people.
Yeah, they're kind of boring, but, you know.
Okay, let's proceed. I have some questions for you.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
I need to exchange this novelty check.
Wow. I didn't know you worked for the union, sir.
I don't.
Anything else I can do for you?
No, you don't work for the union. The union works for you by supplying you with cash.
Exactly.
That's
Blow
not
the
how it
whole
works.
thing on speed and gin right now. Speed and gin. Great combo. Ask some local dealers, maybe.
Does Fruit have a warehouse in the back of Whirling Rags?
A warehouse? I don't know. Maybe. I don't really care what Frit does.
This is important.
She scrunches up her face into an expression of consummate adolescent skepticism.
Fine. Frit doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here.
Okay.
Okay?
Interesting. There's no option for speed and gin, and I don't have speed or gin. Can you tell me about the dead body?
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so...
Look, if we have the option to find speed or gin that doesn't cost me too much real, I will give it a shot. Let's see.
Not really.
Does it mean you knew him a little?
No. I didn't know him at all.
Thank you for your help.
Uh-huh.
Oh, old mate wants to chat.
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
I haven't paid the cafeteria for damages yet.
You should take care of that, then.
But I don't have the money.
Let's talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be sleeping in the street. We'll figure something out.
Okay. I want to go in the back room, though. Is there a way to go in the back room? Okay. Oh, old mate's left. He was here a second ago. In fact, everyone's left.
Yeah, I think it's closing time in general.
Hmm. That might mean that we can... Oh, I didn't see this before.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam.
Lorry.
This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine.
Look in the window.
The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia.
You can also add Steve to that question, Verdantree.
Fumes of heavy fuel oil waft over you, making your eyes sting. The odor mixes with cigarette residue.
Yuck. What about the back seat?
The back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy.
You think the lorry belongs to a tough guy?
Likely, yes.
Okay.
This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
Right.
He was acting tough before. This probably scared him a bit. Who knows when it will come in handy? A slightly scared, racist lorryman.
Kind of stickers and insignia.
The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor,
Oh, great.
strength, and purity are glued to various panels. A large metal pendant hangs from the rear view mirror. The pendant features a sun crown with wavy rays.
That's so not, because it's almost a relief how much this guy's gotten his shit together, and like for a first, like a second or third playthrough, it'd be fun, but the first one would be frustrating for him to like get fucked up.
He's grown so much. You know what I'm gonna do next time? Next stream? I'm gonna put us down in the little portraits. That'll be fun. Okay, let's go speak to the dude that doesn't want us. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it, Vert. All right, let's save it. Is the quick save function for save scumming? I'm guessing it is.
Can I help
So I mean,
you?
theoretically, if you wanted a perfect run through, you could just save load before a dice roll check.
Yeah. I think what would be really cool to see is someone using cheat engine from the start and going through and winning everything they want.
Yeah.
Yes. Have you got it?
I was wondering if I could come to some sort of arrangement for tonight.
Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
Let's see. Steve, this is you.
Okay. They're actually hard to read. Actually, I might just.
I'll read it out to you. I'll pay you back
Outstanding.
tomorrow. I'm an honest cop. It's cold outside. I'll freeze to death because I'm losing a stupid money game. Come on, man. After everything I've been through. Kim is about to say something. Let him.
Let's say switch to Kim just because he's better at speaking. I don't like any of those three options too much.
Okay.
Like, Because they're like, you can't say anyone was cop because we've proven we're not. The fact that we're in this situation means we're not.
Maybe we're
Second
just
is
having a
probably the
bad day,
closest
though.
to a decent one. Yeah, second is the closest to a decent one. And the third one is just, like, he's not going to give, like, after we've put him through everything, we can't then turn around and go, after everything we've been through.
All right.
Because we have learnt that we were an absolute piece of shit when we were drunk. So,
You say tomato, I say potato. Let's do 4, as you say.
do you remember the story that girl told us?
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. I'm just being silly.
I understand your predicament as the manager. However,
I think though that we're feeling remorseful for what we did. We didn't just go overboard and say, yeah, well, whatever.
I feel I must remind you that we are here to conduct an important investigation that also affects your business.
Forgive me for saying this, but your colleague seems more committed to drinking, and
That was yesterday, me.
I mean no offense. It's really nothing personal. I just have to protect the interests of this establishment.
Ooh. All right. One seems a little bit snarky. As in, like, well, I got the key. I'm just going to fucking stay there anyway. Number 2 is probably the best way to go.
Not until you bring me the money.
Okay, I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here.
Okay.
I really didn't want to resort to this. The man is thinking.
Okay.
Has he got a crowd pleaser in the truck?
Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here.
Damn. All right, well, we're going to go to the truck, I guess.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
I have something here we could sell. Look in the back, in the suspect transport enclosure.
Transport enclosure. Regular people just call it the cage.
The cage.
The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat.
What if he pushes us in and just shuts the door and locks us in the cage?
That'd be pretty good.
I confiscated this for a little while back.
Oh, okay.
We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal.
So there is a pawn shop we haven't been to. Okay. You said something about a pawn shop?
Yes, there's one 100 meters south of here. I think it's called Roy's Nest or something. If I'm
Wow.
not mistaken, it should be open late.
Items that can be pawned at Bird's Nest Roy's appear in your inventory under the Items tab. You can pawn these items when talking to Roy.
Perfect. Thanks, tutorial lady. Thanks, I appreciate your help.
The lieutenant nods as you take the spinners.
Steve, have you ever had spinner wheels on your car?
No, are they the ones? Yeah, they're the ones that rotate independently of the actual.
Yeah, so when the
Wheel?
car
Yeah.
stops, the wheels keep spinning even though you stopped.
Yeah.
Can't believe we
No, I
never
haven't
walked
had
down
them.
here. Oh, actually, you know what? We should probably equip the bag instead of the bolt cutters. There we go. So we can pick up any shit along the way.
Have you ever had spinners?
No.
There's also those ones. The idea of it is really annoying. Is the ones that whistle when airflow's going through them?
Oh, I don't think I've seen them.
Yeah, I don't think I think it was just a small thing in America because it's just so freaking annoying. I just remember there was our version of their version of a current affair of them doing a story, and it's got neighbours complaining, and the guy's just drove it. You can tell he just does it to piss people off, but yeah.
I just thought of another Americanism that grinds my gears a little tiny bit. So we've spoken about it before about how Americans will always
That's the video. Whistles go woo.
Americans will always go on about the state that they're in rather than the country they're in. You know, like they'll say, "Oh, I'm from Detroit, Michigan," or something, rather than just saying Detroit. Another one is saying tuna, as in the fish. It's always tuna fish. I'm gonna have a tuna fish sandwich, not a tuna sandwich, as if there's another type of tuna out there. I don't know. It's a weird one. There you go. If it annoys Artie, fine. You know something's wrong in the world. Reminds you of a joke? Well, do tell. What's the difference between a car and a fish? Oh, you can tune a car, but you can't tune a fish? I think I've heard that as a piano instead or something. Ooh. Fingerless gloves? Yes, please. What gloves do we have on now? Half-light versus electrochemistry. What's half-light again?
It's like one of those riddles where you change, if the person gets it, you change the riddle, the answer to the riddle, so they're always wrong.
Exactly. That's what the kids in school used to do, hey? Electrochemistry. What one? That one's just physical base, flare cut. Okay. We're going to keep those gloves. That's fine. Oh, another bottle. Is this the pawn shop? This is the only place I feel like we haven't been. Water lockout order. Okay. Butter sign down.
I had a panic yesterday morning.
Yes.
So for 2 weeks, I've been warned about yesterday that my apartment building would have its power cut off by the power company for most of the day. Like initially they said 8:30 to 4:30. I think it became 9 till somewhere earlier, but it's a different part of the day and completely shut off, so even the elevators wouldn't work.
Are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant
Hang on, Steve. I
holes.
won't hit continue.
In the
Go
middle
in.
is a lever. Beneath it, a small metal plaque.
There you go. Sorry. Go on.
And so I've had 2 weeks of warning because the power company's notified me multiple times through both snail mail and text messages closer to the date, and then the building manager's the same, making sure everyone knows. And it's like, oh, it's good because one of the few times I go into the office is on the Wednesday that it's going to happen. So I left in the morning, did sleep in a bit, but got out before they would shut it down. Walked to the train station, got to the train station, and one of the lines was completely down. I thought it was mine, and it's like, oh shit. It's like, okay, I think mine's running. And then sure enough, I check, yep, it's running. And then when I got on, it was actually running to my station, but it stopped one station after that because of a health and safety accident further on the line. So there's so many things that could have stopped me, and it's like I would have been completely fucked because any other time would have happened, I would have just turned around, gone home and called a work from home day. But it's like this day of all days, like if I went back, and it's freezing on top of everything, but if I went back, I can't get back in the building, like I'm completely screwed. Started panic.
This panel usually closes the water lock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed salmon and butter sign in the way. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything.
Let's do it anyway.
You pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against the contact pins. You hear a soft clunk. Then, nothing happens.
Let's push one more time harder.
Nothing happens. A cold gust of
Hopefully we don't
wind
lose
blowing in
morale.
from the sea interrupts the silence of the situation. The spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close the waterlock to get across the canal. Some other way.
Oh, I think I remember the other way.
Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning?
Okay. Don't think we can
What is it?
use a crowbar on this or anything, right?
Yeah, no, was it like those early Grand Theft Auto games where like locks half the city away from you until later? Is that what's happening? Or do you reckon you can do it earlier than they maintain it? Or
I'm not
the
going to
maintenance
say
person comes?
to spoil it. If I remember correctly, or at least the way I got across, because I got across and that's where I stopped playing. I didn't play any further. But the way I crossed was kind of spectacular,
Okay.
which probably means something to Michael because he's the only one that's played it.
Do you got friends with every single person in this village in such a manner that they made a human bridge
Yeah.
across the thing? And it was this huge, inspiring, everyone gets together for a common good moment?
Pretty much. Some kind of machine. An antique cash register. Oh, there's a real in there? Guess not.
Just be a minute, I'll just quickly top up my drink.
Yep. Mostly military wear. A few eccentric fashion thrown in. Ooh.
Wow, a very large red t-shirt. with an
Spacer,
impressive
how you doing?
stands out from the other garb.
Welcome in. Good to see you. Let's see if this works. It worked.
I had had enough of it, especially after having to move multiple times in like a, not a super short period of time, but like, more often than I would like. Like, I was so done with it.
Like,
Cool.
I do a little bit regret.
Space
that
has
now,
just joined the chat. We're
but
shouting him
also,
out.
Those things are so heavy.
Can't really tell what game you're playing there. Or was it X-Files? Maybe it was X-Files because it was recently. Awesome. Good to know. So one of the things I had an issue with my Stream Deck to doing the shout-outs is any sort of chat command, which it works now, any chat command that started with an exclamation mark wouldn't actually register. So I couldn't shout people out on the fly. Oh, nice. Well, you're in the right chat space tonight if you want to talk CRTs, because Verdantry may be the biggest CRT fiend this side of the Mississippi. A very large red t-shirt with an impressive print.
Oh yeah, the print depicts a muscled man striding toward you, a giant sword in each hand, encircled by burning embers. Behind him is a cluster of cabins engulfed in flames. Beneath him are the words, Hyundal burning.
Ah, trust you then, Verdantry. Bloody inserting your CRT anywhere you can, like a fiend that you are.
The antlers on the hood of the man's cloak and his piercing blue eyes are familiar.
Shall we sniff the t-shirt? I think we should. Are you guys the type of people that when you get something new, you'll always sniff it? Because I definitely am. Like if I say get a brand new phone, I take it out of the box, first thing I do is sniff it. Anything really.
the phones I sort of avoid it because it's got that nice smell, but it depresses me too much because it's going to disappear so quickly.
Yeah.
So I try not to get used to it.
Nah, I get that. I remember when my previous car, before I got the new one, Colty, I got a brand new, and the very same weekend that I had it, a friend of mine, Matt, I went and visited him in the car, and it still had the new car smell. It was really great. And the first thing he wanted to do was get Indian food, so he went out to get Indian food, which is fine. But then he wanted to go into the bottle shop or the liquor store to get some alcohol. But rather than taking the Indian food into the liquor store, he said, oh, let's just put it in the car and go and get booze then. And I was like adamant that we weren't going to do that because it would get rid of the new car smell, because you just have like a curry sitting in the car for 20 minutes. And he gives me shit to this day, and that must have been 15 years ago, something like that. All right, we're sniffing the shirt.
Smells like worn cotton and a little old sweat there. Worn
It's a-
cotton with a side of flea market or trash.
It would have been like a good christening, though. It's like when you're a kid and you get new shoes and other kids wipe their shoes on yours to christen them.
Yeah, isn't that great? You got brand new white Jordans or something, and someone stamps your feet and go, "Christen."
Does anyone wait? Is that a local thing, or do people in America do that as well?
Good question, because that was definitely a thing with us, hey? Like, I'd never do it to people, but people would do it to me.
Yeah, I don't think I'd ever had the nerve to do it to people.
It's because we're gentlemen. We don't, stoop down so low. Thankfully, Psycho, my car still has its new car smell, because I clean it constantly. It's real good.
Is it like a perfume you can use to make it smell like, give that smell as well?
There is, but it's like there's an air freshener that's new car smell, and then there's like some sprays, like if you go down to the local car wash, but they're not the same smell. I think each brand
you
would
don't
have...
want it to be, because those are specific chemicals that make that smell, and I believe they're not the best chemicals for the human body.
Friend was thumping his boot heel down on your foot so hard it broke it. Oh, no, Artie, fine. No. Oh, God. Oh.
Sniffing is okay, but please don't try anything on. Can't have you leaving your photon emissions in the fabric of things you're not going to buy.
Photon emissions?
That's a strange...
It's not a fucking museum.
You're not imagining it. Photon emissions?
Yeah. Flash photography in here, mate.
I think in this scenario, we're all Inland Empire, because we question the exact same thing. What's the deal with the man on this shirt?
It's the man from Hendal.
Walking away from his burning village, yes.
I'm guessing I'm supposed to know who Hemdal is, or remind me. We'll do the remind me. Let's be
The
nice.
man from Yelmdale is the hero of a series of popular books based on a fictional version of Kotler.
I thought it was going to be a
Mostly
folklore
what
thing.
is nowadays Arda NFD.
I kind of assumed it's like a He-Man spin-off.
Yeah, now I
In
realise
fact,
it's more like a comic book thing.
Most people don't think that man from Yelmdale ever really existed, but they are wrong.
Did you know that He-Man toys originally came out, Steve, because they wanted to make Conan the Barbarian toys? But
Okay.
they
They couldn't get the license.
exactly, so they just converted it into their own thing.
Yeah, I thought that, because have you watched that The Toys That Made Us documentary?
Yes, and the TV shows that made us too. They're both a great
Yeah, because
series.
I sort of stopped after that, but they said it was because boys were being underserved and was most of the toys were girls, and it's like, that doesn't sound fucking right. Like yeah, I always that your one makes more sense, because that's, I always thought that was, I couldn't picture that ever.
Hendal isn't a real place.
Neither is the man a real man, of course. But both the man and Hjelmdal are an ontological necessity. But hey, it's not worth getting into an argument about.
Those were the exact words I was going to say, Verdantry. Spacer is in for a treat. This game is weird, but in a good way.
Wow. What?
How much is the t-shirt?
2 real.
Oh, 2 reals, not too bad.
That's dirt cheap.
Couldn't you just give it away for free?
But why?
That's weird logic, though. Like, someone's selling something for 20 cents, you want to go, well, you might as well just give away for free.
Let's just say that this man's a superstar and I'm a superstar, because we're +4 superstar.
I suppose that makes sense, yes.
Yes!
Please go ahead and take it. Welcome to Hjelmdal.
How about that? Oh, is that Kim? Hang
So we
on.
got for free.
Did we get it though? Closed. We did. -2 authority gives us a physical instrument and get +1 of the shivers. What do we need authority for? Let's have a look.
I mean, we don't have it anyway.
Oh, true. Let's wear it then. Whoa, look at that. Physical instrument.
Huh?
This is okay, so this gives us extra shivers, so that's good. Woohoo! Alright. Well, success, I say.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
We don't really need the street light.
Yeah, I mean, we're supposed to be getting money, not
Yeah.
buying shit.
The boomboxes on the shelf look well loved and well traveled. Chipped, dented, they stare at you with the unblinking eyes of their tape reels.
Stand on your tiptoes?
One especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. A classic boombox that says Stereo 8 approved.
Okay. We'll see how much a street light costs.
This is you. Golden orange. A sunset suite.
I reckon, because we forgot to give you your decision before because there was a delay, so we'll give you that decision to check out how much that street light costs, Verd.
Just make sure it works before you buy it.
If police work means playing tapes, sure. You can use it for that. Or any other time you'd need to play a tape. Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech, found sounds and music from a variety of genres.
I'm thinking
Even
karaoke
though
style.
I don't really like music. Is the Harman Welsh W2, made in Vespa, designed in Seoul, plays all reel-to-reel formats, 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. It's even got a little radio in there. It'll set you back 12 real.
Okay. Let's see. Spacer, since you're new in the Disco Elysium foray, I would say, it is your turn to make this decision. Do we buy the boombox or do we walk away? Totally up to you. Everyone gets to make decisions and you're up. Hey, it can't be worse than the decisions that other people have made. We aimed a gun at a kid and didn't have the nerve to pull the trigger. So if that gives you an insight of where we're up to. Buy it? Okay.
And here you are. Quality sound reproduction on the go. It'll play anything.
I'm just wondering what Kim thinks of
Turn
this.
any tape into a conversation of sounds and shapes.
He's handed police
That's true.
evidence of contraband over in order to get us out of a situation, and now we're just spending money on shit in the pawn shop.
I think Psycho's choice to lick the rum was a pinnacle decision. Bust of
I
a
don't think it
woman.
was as bad as the other ones. It was pretty bad though.
I really want that song
You see
so we can do
rows of
karaoke
toy
though.
soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty. Try to find something pretty and cool here, then use it to win her back.
Ooh. Interfacing 42. Alright. Let's see. Artie Fine. do we roll for the interfacing? 42%, but you know, we've won worse. I'm gonna hazard a guess that Tongs has fallen asleep. I would have chosen him, but we're gonna give it a shot. Here we go. Come on.
Why?
Yes!
What's this?
Artie,
A
fine.
headless man riding a horse. A headless man wearing futuristic tracksuit trousers that say found.
Good work. What is this?
Futuristic tracksuit trousers.
What is this, you say?
What the hell is this?
Oh, that's the Headless Phone Rider.
Of course.
There's been a lot of interest in that particular figurine. I had to hide it so it wouldn't fall into the wrong hands.
He doesn't elaborate on these wrong hands. It's unlikely that he ever will.
I've heard about it. I've heard the Headless Phone Rider ride the Headless Bull.
Yes, there are several competing versions of the story, but I believe this figurine is a more canonical representation.
Sorry, what are we talking about again?
The Headless Phone Rider. It's an urban legend about a man who rides the streets of Revachol sporting a fawn tracksuit. As you see, he's missing his head. 50 cents. Bargain price.
That is a bargain
I'll
price.
throw in the tiny cap too. I think he's looking for it.
And he is losing. He is missing a head.
That part of the story.
I think
has
he's meant to
many
be missing a head, though.
interpretations.
Let's do it.
Did I mention that this figurine is supposed to be lucky?
Ooh,
Always carry it with you.
that works. What was the... We've got to check out the street light price.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
700 real.
Oh, jeez.
A bargain, I dare say.
Okay, we cannot afford that.
A bargain? No, it's not. He's trying to sweet talk you into buying trash.
Yeah, 700 sounds right. I can't imagine it was easy sawing it off.
Hey, I don't know where it came from, but it's not every day you get to buy and sell something so extraordinary.
Okay, now let's talk to him, and then we can... Someone
It's
try
not
and...
often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop. What can I do for you?
His courtesy is not insincere.
Alright, we've got a lot of...
He prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
That reminds me, I think I might get one of those, you know, those little projectors that project, like, space on your walls at nighttime? Like, that sounds like it could be good. Like a relaxing sort of... I don't know. We can't select the objects. Now the RCM is here, have you seen any trouble?
I haven't had any problems myself, though some of my customers have complained about inconsistent law enforcement.
Who are
Yep,
your
that's
customers,
us.
usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake, people who are terminally bored. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Okay, quite the collection. I may add something to it.
It keeps me entertained.
Entertained? He might be high. If he is, on what?
Um, 72% is pretty good. What do you reckon, Saiku? Ooh, okay. Do it? Let's do it.
Feeling warm
Yes.
and enthralled by the movement of light, while the mind continues to race forward, Lucky bastard. He's probably on Pyrrolidon. It's tough to come by on the street.
Pyrrolidon? What is that?
A drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects, and it makes your eyes turn yellow.
Sir, could you take off your sunglasses? I'd like to check your eyes.
Why on earth? These are prescription. I can't really see without them.
Pretty obvious you're under the influence, sir.
Pyrrolidon is just something since the People's Power disaster. I was with the Emergency Relief Brigade. Had to take it for radiation sickness.
Oh shit.
He's taken it for mental and emotional, not physical pain these days.
Thank you for telling me.
I like the theory more than the story. Outward movement, not vortices.
Yeah, you gotta get in on those vortices, my man.
Oh, that's right. We did get a tape, right? I don't remember what the tape was, though. The boombox I bought. It should play this tape, right?
Yeah, I had a
Of course.
vague memory too.
It's in working order still, isn't it? Just pick your tape and set it spinning. It all starts with the tape.
Sweet. Okay. Something I'd like to sell.
Yes, we'd like to sell these hubcaps.
Roy takes the hubcaps from the lieutenant and inspects them. The spinners appear iridescent in the dancing light of his pawn shop.
Yes, these are very, very good. Did you defraud some foreign prince for them? Jump a mesk banger?
200, not bad.
No matter. I'll give you 200 real.
No one was defrauded or jumped, I assure you.
Of course, I meant no offense. 200 real for you, officer. Delightful doing business with you. Do come again.
Thank you.
I got a whole bunch of other shit that I want to sell too.
Here's the 130 real you need for your bill. Do not waste it.
Oh, the rest goes in his pocket. Damn.
The rest is for him, to compensate for the pain of being separated from his radiant spinners.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
I'll check my pockets.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Was there anything in orange? Did it say that we can sell?
Yeah, anything in this item list, which is this. I think we don't need postcards, surely. Photo of a happy... Oh, hang on.
Yeah, what's it doing? You're just deselecting it?
Weird. Oh, no, you can pawn it at the top here. Okay. Postcard. I have a question for you, Verdantry, just because it'll give us an idea of what we're coming up against. This gun that I've got, is this something we can use later as a weapon? Or is it just to be pawned? Photo of the happy couple. It's a spoiler? Okay, well, I'm just going to leave it in the inventory then. Shot put could be useful. Let's just do that. That's fine. 22 cents. Oh. Okay. Monkey pen we actually used earlier, so I'm going to keep that. I think that's it. I think we're good. No, it's all good. Don't worry about it.
Another time, perhaps.
By the way, do you happen to have any guns, like the one that is carried by cops? Maybe our one?
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question.
Oh.
I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple of days back.
Oh no.
That's how I lost it. We pawned it.
What? Sold? The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another. Alert.
Wait, I sold you my gun?
You, You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia. And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts photon emissions. The unhealthy kind.
Was the buyer a policeman too?
She didn't seem like a policeman. Although she kept referring to herself as a pig. Which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was
it's
just
that girl
happy to
doing that
get rid of
graffiti?
it, and of her.
Oh, maybe.
Truth be told, she was terrifying.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the Citizens Militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it?
Ooh. Spacer, if you're still there. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Number 2 is pretty funny. And keep in mind, you can shape this story to go however you want. That's the beauty of it. Two, okay. Maybe she's a vigilante, wants to prove she can do our jobs better than we can.
It's possible in these parts of town. We ought to find her and discourage her from taking justice into her own hands.
Any idea where I can find this buyer?
My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went.
What did she look like?
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it now. You'll just have to hope you luck upon her
I mean,
somehow.
we've only seen one woman that's referred to cops as pigs consistently.
I was thinking Kuno as well, though. So there's the graffiti lady.
He would have said it was a kid, though.
Yeah, true. And one conversation with them, he wouldn't have sold it, regardless of how many photons.
Yeah, and even he wouldn't have said that he sold the gun to like a kid.
Of course.
If that was what happened.
You might be able to aid in our investigation.
I doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have.
Know anything about the recent hanging?
I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business, bad for everyone.
No one likes to see what you have to see every day.
Actually, that's all I've got.
The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors.
I have business to take care of. I wonder if that means that we're both sharing a room at that hotel.
Was it Kim?
Yeah, Kim and me. Like, because I don't think Kim's got a room to stay in.
Yeah, but then I was waiting for him to go.
You can stay in my room, kind of thing.
Yeah, but then that means I don't know where he'd go.
All right.
Maybe sleeps in the car.
Oh, you know what we should do? I don't know how this is going to work, though. How do we do the tape? Oh, equip to play the tapes? Yeah, let's do it in the... Oh, that's a cool boombox. Look at that. So where's the tape? How do we do it? I don't know how to... Oh.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board, with the permeables drawer inside. It's barely held together by a clip, then made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Oh, equip this to play tapes. We just walk around with the boombox by our ear.
Can I help you?
About that money I owe.
Yes. Have you got it?
I have my money. Your money.
Well,
Here it is. Sorry for the trouble.
great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for services rendered. If you continue to stay here, I just ask that you please pay your nightly bill in advance starting tomorrow.
Jeez, okay. At least we're on a good foot now. Maybe you'll open up a little bit.
I'll unlock the electronic lock to your room. All the doors lock automatically at 9 p.m.
Oh, okay.
Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow. 20
Right, that
reals
doesn't-
per night.
Okay.
Is he saying it would lock us out normally at 9 p.m.?
Yeah, I guess so.
I'll take a room.
So it can't be that they start locking because people will be able to go into your room during the day.
Of course. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else I can do for you?
Nope. What's this purple?
Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your Copo type.
Wait. Okay, what am I?
Guess.
Let's see. Some kind of... I was kind of hoping for a superstar cop.
That
So
is
like
only
a
a ludicrous
animal.
daydream. Guess again. You're the...
Cool cop?
No, you're the sorry cop.
Aw.
The cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official then, shall we?
Steve, what are we
Can
going
we say,
to do?
Can we say I don't think that'll stick? Like the robot, the Rooster Teeth Halo video?
I don't know what that means, but is that one of these answers?
Because he goes, let's make it official. Like, and then the Halo thing had, the Red vs. Blue had, where they do a nickname, and he goes, I don't think that'll, to make it official, and he goes, I don't think that'll stick. And then it ends up sticking. I don't know, this one's kind of one of those nonsensical parts.
Mm-hmm. It's probably
can't
90%
read
of
it.
this game is nonsensical, I think.
It's weird. The things when it's in white, it's clear. When it's in red, it's blurry. Like not just hard to see in the back, not just contrast issues, but actually outright blurry. Is that?
Looks fine to me. It's just probably Discord. Won't the other copper
That's
types be
3.
jealous? I'm sorry.
3, I think.
Okay. You know what? I'm not sorry. I changed my mind.
No, you don't. Come on. You'll be back to saying sorry in 2 minutes. Stop wasting time and begin the repentance.
Number 4.
Number 4. So we're opting out of being apologetic?
Yep.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. Fuck off. Maybe we were wrong about you then.
There you go. Wow. So I guess we go to our room. Oh, there was the roof as well.
The door is closed.
Yeah, I watched the start. I remember back in the day. I think at Bolt's place. Fell off it at one stage, and then one stage was on Netflix or something, and I watched the later ones, and they were kind of interesting.
I only watched a little bit, but the same dudes did one based on that Shadowrun first-person shooter, and I watched a bit of that one.
Remember the
This
one
is
they
the
did on
door to the
Fear?
room You redecorate.
I remember that had one of the funniest moments.
No, I don't remember.
Because I remember us all cracking up at your place when we watched it.
Circuit City. I don't know what Circuit City is, but that's a cool name. Good night, Lieutenant.
Just a moment.
Ooh.
We should talk about our progress on the investigation.
All right, here we
Let's
go.
go out to the balcony.
The first thing we're going to do when he goes to sleep is go down and steal those boots. What do you reckon?
The air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum. Then,
Now then, we should talk about the investigation. But I also feel you're a bit hazy on the RCM. Our role here, our rights, our jurisdiction, basically.
Saiku, 1, 2, 3, or 4. Defunct electronic store. I guess that would be Tandy, would be the same thing. 2. How do you think today went?
Well, we inspected the victim's body, so that's good. It was not easily approachable in that state, but we did it. I would say our initial inspection was very thorough, and we have solid leads to follow up on. Then you shot him in the chest, which wasn't ideal, but we did manage to get him down from the tree. So as they say, all's well that ends well.
We did shoot him in the chest. See, Spacer, that was a beautiful moment that you missed. Is there was a body hanging from a tree, and it was our bright idea to try and shoot the cable that was hanging the body, but we missed and shot the body in the chest instead.
Yeah, well, Kim took the first shot, and I got the option whether he should or not. And we go, yeah, take a shot. He missed, but at least he didn't get the body. He just outright missed. And then he goes, okay, we've taken one shot. We shouldn't take more than one, because then we're just going to be crazy cops. Everyone's going to see us as crazy cops just shooting off a gun. So it's just one bullet. And we said, no, we'll have one shot at least. And so we took the gun and we accidentally shot the corpse.
Yep, which was glorious enough. And then the local youth that is the worst little prick you'd known to man said, oh, you're a shit shot. I'm way better than you. So then we decided to give our gun to the kid. We didn't end up giving it, but we tried to. And then our partner was like, who is this guy? Like, why are you giving guns to children?
by not ideal, he means he can't believe he let you try that trick and would be angry if he didn't feel the outcome was partly his responsibility.
I admit it, I'm a little out of practice.
Being sober also tends to help with precision. Anyway, we performed the field autopsy on the victim. We found some things we can really work with. I still feel like we missed something, but at least the corpse has been refrigerated. And we performed a thorough search of the premises of the crime scene. That's great.
He's right. You could smell it, that something is missing, even under the overpowering odor of the corpse.
I think what we're going to do is spend that point on perception again to try and get that right up so we can see what we missed.
Now, as for interviews, my list of people to talk to here in Martinez, I mean.
Okay. Artifon's gone. Verdantry, which one do we want to do? Okay. That's my forte. Unlike most cops, I understand how important communication is. That, for us, I don't think that jives. I love doing interviews, and people love me. They love bathing in my glory. Wow. The initial interviews? Well, we talked to some people. Wish we didn't have to do any of the interviews. People are treacherous. Alright, you're taking too long. You can do the next decision.
Including Everard Clare, a daunting adversary, if there ever was one.
Everard Clare. Oh, that's the owner of the...
He wasn't particularly forthcoming with useful information, however.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. You're at an airport, but we're also streaming. We can't wait all day. You can choose the next one. It's all good.
He's not saying much on the matter because he thinks you could have gotten more out of Everard.
Alright, how about this one? Oh, you're about to board a plane? Alright. He's a tough cookie, that one.
We talked to Joyce Messier. but didn't get any information from her. I have a feeling Joyce knows how dangerous the situation really is.
Yeah, she's the
We
boat
have
lady.
to get her to talk to us.
If Kim is emphasizing something this much, it really must be important.
Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a standard Precinct 41 practice?
Yep, we sure do.
I have a really good theory about why you're running so fast, son. Just you wait until we get up tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't like to waste time, you know. My mind moves fast, the rest has to catch up.
It's impressive, especially for a man your age. And in those hills. Nice shoes, by the way. I like the green. Goes with the orange.
Yeah, that is really cool. The fact that he comments on that. Because we were just running back and forth to places, especially in the apartment complex, not knowing which door is which. I didn't know you smoked, Kim.
I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual.
Yeah, filth bag, I see.
Oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette.
Alright, calm fuck down, electrochemistry.
Yeah. How did you get so cool, Kim?
You mean this? This isn't cool. It's an unnecessary trial of will and unhealthy.
Yep. Bang on. See, Vert?
Keeping the habit within the parameters he's given himself takes a lot of focus. It would be easier to simply quit.
Right. The debrief.
Yes. It's been a long and eventful day.
Say nothing, just look at the night.
The dying lights of the city shimmer below. Slowly, like luminous clouds, they pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looks at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag. This soldier is the highlight of the day for me, he thinks. This little stick right here.
Gross.
An aerostatic passes overhead, the whiskers of its floodlights on the ground below. Kitsuragi's glasses light up as he looks to the sky. Two glowing circles.
They really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid.
Yeah.
No. It's different inland, in Jamrock and the GRIH.
Why are they like this?
It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the union, to the company, not daring to come here more often. This place has fallen between the cracks, the jurisdictions of our two precincts.
And in Jamrock and in the GRIH?
We run this city. West of the river is RCM land. It's incredibly hard. Human beings are... But we are in control, and it's worth it. The organization works, our systems work. If they didn't, the city would disintegrate.
I hope our investigation will help improve the situation, at least do some good.
Me too. But I wouldn't count on any drastic changes in our lifetimes.
I wonder what it is that our character saw that made us go completely off the hook. Like, I don't think it was just something we did. I think it's something we couldn't handle.
I'm wondering if there's a twist. The fact that he's got retrograde amnesia, which isn't from just drinking or going on a bender, I'm wondering whether...
Poisoned or something?
We're given something? Yeah, like whatever they call spritzed with something that then is what then made us go on a bender.
Yeah.
Like a mind-altering drug, and it's us coming out. But then, it's weird because we're supposed to be a super cop otherwise, but then we were a joke to everyone at the precinct when we called in. So it's almost... That defeats my drugged recently idea. And it just makes it all
but
inconsistent.
The dark circles under his eyes make him look younger, not older.
Thank you for this.
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
Okay. Before we do that, we're going to go into perception. Add another one. This is going to be real good. Hopefully, we can go check that body out while he's asleep. I really want to know where the tape is, though. I couldn't find it.
That's what mixed, because I thought that, but I was wondering if I mixed it up with another game. Like we were mixing up with Tangle Tower, because we had tapes in there that we wanted to play.
Yeah. Well, there is this tape deck thing.
Oh, it's got a room.
Yeah, he took the room next to us. Ooh. Oh, there. It's empty at least. Oh, no, we don't want to activate the bed.
The window stands broken. You see some lights shimmering outside.
Okay, now let's go investigate that body. I think that's the only real thing we need to do right now.
I'll investigate the body without Kim.
Yeah, to take the shoes. Because it sort of hinted at doing it. And then we can just say we didn't steal the shoes. Oh! That music is our tape deck. I think. Yeah, okay. Alright, here we go.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red. It's guarding over the freezing corpse hidden inside its belly.
Can we save it here? We can't. Oh, hang on. Before we do, let's quickly just save it just in case. We're not going to save scum anyway, but...
But for a big thing, we probably do want to save. I was going to save, but I was wondering if we...
Still glowing red.
Change you might not want to save scum.
Reluctant to let go of the boots, as though it were its last bit of dignity. You're going to need to summon all your strength for this undertaking.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever you're planning to do, you need to do it before you catch pneumonia in the cold draft coming from deep inside.
Oh, that's a bit extreme.
Fridge.
Yeah, yeah. I was thinking that too. It's like...
Space, left or right boot?
Chill from the fridge. It's going to give you ammonia.
Actually, you know what? Space is left-handed and Steve is left-handed. So let's pull on the left one.
It feels like the leg is going to come off along with the boot, but you're able to get the boot to move a centimeter or two.
All right, pull it again.
It feels like the leg is going to come off along with the boot, but you're able to get the boot to move a centimeter or two.
Let's try right now.
It's not completely useless. You're able to reveal a little more of the putrid polymer sock beneath the boot.
Adjust his seating position first.
He's too heavy to move by yourself.
Oh, shit.
A great mass of dead muscles, with hoarfrost covering his milky eyes.
Twist the boots off one by one.
This is the right method.
Yes.
It takes some time, but eventually the boots come off, with nasty slices of polymer sock stuck to even bigger pieces of skin and rotting flesh.
Take stock of the damage.
Hoarfrost is a little bit too expensive for me, usually.
Not good. Let's pin this on the bear. The ice bear tore up his legs with its claws. As for the boots, you can't possibly do anything with them until you've cleaned and disinfected them thoroughly. Yes, these absolutely need to be washed before. The stink is incredible.
That's a perception check.
Didn't the Whirling have a kitchen?
Ooh. Yes.
That's fucking gross.
Yes, let's do it. Let's have a look at what they look like at least. Is it in clothes? No.
These boots were probably left on the corpse because they were impossible to pull off while it was hanging. They're not exactly pleasant to look at right now, much less smell. Hopefully soon you'll know more about them.
Isn't there a saying about walking in another man's shoes?
You've seen too much to be that naive. Even if you don't remember it, you'll never know what it was like to be him.
Okay.
The size seems about right.
Ooh, okay.
Once you get the foul-smelling flesh gunk out.
All right. Steve, would you wear these boots after we give them a wash? Or is the ghost of the stench a driving factor of you declining?
Theoretically, if they're cleaned enough, maybe. But then I can't imagine us... Like, how the hell would we clean them enough for them to be completely sterile?
Stranded, how you doing? How you doing? Let's give you a quick... I've got to copy your name because it's long. Give you a quick shout out. Here we go.
Yeah, I just.
There we go. What are you playing here? I don't think I've seen this one. Point and click game though. That sounds good. Yeah, what is that? You were most welcome. Detention. Okay, I see detention at the bottom. I've never even heard of it.
Sorry.
Art looks good though. Looks scary.
We'll just stay here.
All right, you never got the boots off. Wow, let's wash the boots and see what we can do. Okay. Oh, here's the. Hang on. How are we gonna do this? Because nothing's Oh, this pot. That wasn't interactable before.
This industrial gas-powered stove has been used to prepare food for many hungry hostel guests. There are several pots and pans on hand.
Check out the cookware.
A commercial pot draws your attention. It's very large, gigantic even. It could be used to make enough stew to feed an entire city, and also to boil a putrid pair of death boots.
How do we get to do that? So there's a website that you go to called scene.gg. You can tie your Twitch account to it, and then they give you a browser source to do... If anyone raids you, it'll automatically play a clip, but you can also do shout-outs to do the same thing. Check out the cleaning supplies.
There is a variety of soaps and bleaches in the cabinet to the left of the stove. There is also a bottle of white vinegar in the cabinet next to the fridge.
Yeah, it's really cool when people come in, like, especially if people raid you that you've never seen before and never seen their stuff, to actually see the clips, pretty cool. But I have been burnt by it as well. Not going to name names, but somebody who clipped one of their own clips that was kind of distasteful, I would say is the right thing to say. That played when they came in one time, which is unfortunate. So, risk reward.
But you've done that to someone else.
What do you mean?
With a clip. They're telling Ryan's clip.
So that's
Stephen.
You clipped that, Steve, and when that happened, I moved straight in there and I deleted that clip because I'm not going to risk that again. Filth bag, Steve. All right, the boots are really disgusting. Pour some dish soap and white vinegar.
The delicious smells of cheap soap and vinegar.
Thank you, Psycho.
From the pot.
I was going to send a video or clip the video and send it on Discord chat from a series I'm watching. But the problem is my dad's watching my DVDs and I'm watching it on streaming, so I can't rip it from the stream. So I have to wait till the DVDs. But it's pretty much the same thing. It just popped up. This old sci-fi television series called Babylon 5. The same kind of thing popped up on it.
You could probably find it on YouTube if you really wanted to.
Yeah, it's a very obscure scene though, so it was sort of doubtful it was on YouTube.
And there might be a Filth Bag Steve club out there that has got that on pat, you know?
And they've just got someone moaning Steve on every single piece of media they can find it on.
Yeah. You're probably the president of that club, right?
I should start it. Just have a YouTube channel that just plays different versions of that.
Steve once again lives up to his name as the Filth Bag Pirate. Steve once again lives up to his name as the Filth Bag Pirate.
Whoa, that came through twice. Interesting. The delicious smell of cheap soap and vinegar waft from the pot.
All right now, Chef. Light up the stove and boil them.
Boiling the boots. Add water and the boots to the pot. Bring to the nice boil.
The strong smell of vinegar forces you to step away from the pot. The water slowly comes to a boil.
Yeah, it's weird. As I said before, OBS was playing up It's weird. OBS is playing up for anyone today. It played up for Stranded's web camera earlier as well. But for me, the audio, just before we started the stream, Steve's audio wouldn't come through. There was nothing. No Steve at all. So I had to fix that on the fly. And for some reason, it's now, whenever you do a trigger fire clip, it's coming through the speakers instead, rather than my headset. All good though.
Strips of polymer fabric and human tissue separate from the lining of the boots. They float to the bubbling surface.
Beautiful.
A 2-course dinner of rotten flesh and hardened ceramic.
Wait some more.
The boots look cleaner and cleaner.
So like that visual image of just stuffed in your head?
To look cooked.
Yep.
You can smell it too. Just like beef stew.
Oh no. I hope we pour it out and just don't leave it on there and they think it's stew. A little more.
That's it, chef. The boots are as clean as they're going to
Try
get.
some.
Steam, dense with the smell of strange meat, disappears into the vent above the stove.
Oh, excellent. Dump the socks and flesh stew. Examine the new boots.
A pair of real beauties. The boots are shiny, hot, and reek of vinegar. Just perfect.
Master Chef out. Does that mean we can wear the boots now? Kim won't know the difference. We can.
Yeah, we wondered about that.
+2 authority, -1 composure. What
So
do we need?
basically neutralizes what our shirt does.
Motorix is for composure. Straighten your back, keep your poker face. Should we do it? Should we wear the boots? What do you say? +2 authority. Yeah, it gives us our authority back. I mean, we went all this way with the boots. We should at least wear them, I'd say. Oh, look at these bad boys.
Yes. And right after Kim complimented us on our snakeskin shoes, now we're wearing what are going to clearly be the corpse's shoes.
The question, will Kim notice?
Have to, like, because they've already mentioned that it's way too expensive for a normal person to wear.
With a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue.
Prominent dimple lock. I don't know what a dimple lock is. Try push.
The door does not budge.
Lock that's a little bit more cuter when it smiles.
Yep, exactly. Let's a dimple lock. Open locked containers in the world. Maybe we can use that. I don't think we need.
I think looking it up, it's the name of just what you think of as a normal lock, like the flat key.
Oh, okay.
You see,
just the standard
with
pin and tumble lock.
Cobalt blue surf. It leads to a side building.
Oh, we want to get in.
To this one.
Unless we can wrap around.
Oh no, so yeah, it's the ones that instead of the saw teeth, it's got the indentations are on the side of the key.
I don't think I've seen.
Otherwise, it looks like a normal key.
I know what you mean. Yeah. It's got like little bumps.
Yeah,
pits.
Or like little holes.
Yeah, they're cool.
It's like little drill holes in the screenshot that I'm seeing.
I reckon that door will lead us up to here. Okay. We should probably go to bed and brace for impact when Kim is like, where did you get those new shiny boots from? And then when we go to the body, the boots are missing, and if he's a good cop, right, he'll put 2 and 2 together.
What if he just sees them and then christens them because they're too shiny?
Oh yeah, he'll just stamp down on them. Keep looking, maybe someone else knows. Waterlock on Wednesday. Find money to pay guard. Well, we already got money. As long as we don't spend over our real, then we're good. Okay. Who's this guy? Have we even spoken to him? I don't know if we have. It's all about the money, you know. Stranded, did you ever find the tape to sing karaoke? Because that would be amazing. Oh yeah, he doesn't He doesn't like us anymore, that's for sure. You don't get on the okay, that's good to know. So we do get to sing at some point. That'll be excellent. We're a superstar cop after all.
We have feet.
What's that?
Where's how noticeable our feet are? That was amusing again.
He should put his trousers over the top.
Yeah. I don't think that fits. That stretch too much.
Okay, let's see. Let's quickly look in the mirror again, and then we'll go to sleep.
If we put the trousers over, it would look like we have a really
mirror hangs on the
chronic
bathroom
inflammation
wall.
problem.
In it, your face adorned with the expression.
Using the chain cutters. Okay. I don't think we're going to...
Yeah, we'll lose morale if we...
Do you think we
do
will?
something that low.
I'm at least going to put the chain cutters on just to see the difference.
Oh, yeah.
Interfacing.
Yeah.
Maybe we can... If we can put something that has interfacing on... Ooh, okay. What gloves do we have at the moment? Half-light. We don't even really need half-light. What was that again? Threaten people? Nah, we're going to use the interfacing gloves. It's going to be a real fashion show. Okay, what else we got?
That goes with our pants.
Reaction speed. Logic. Conceptualization. Ooh. Could put out short shorts. Oh no, we found out they weren't short shorts after all. They're actually fully done jeans. Physical instrument.
Like it's a bad thing.
Does physical instrument count as interfacing? Let's have a look. That's already giving us +1 anyway, so it doesn't matter. Okay, let's see if that did anything.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face adorned with the expression.
Okay, here's the thing, right? Stranded, this is your choice whether we do it or not, but here's my reasoning of whether we should try it. We've got 2 morale at the moment. So if we fail once, sure, we lose a morale, maybe. But if we lose a morale, when we go to sleep, I'm going to guess that when we wake up, we're going to have full health, full morale. That's a guess. I have no idea. Should we?
I think we did equip chain cutters, or do we not have... I know we don't have the good chain cutters.
Yeah, we've got chain cutters. See, it doesn't say no chain cutters anymore. It went from 3% to 28%.
We do know there's better chain cutters than the ones I've got, though. But we do have them.
Yeah, we got some equipped.
Looking at the image I looked up for the lock to see what type of lock that was. There's a whole wiki for just locks called lockwiki.com.
Oh yeah, have you watched any of the lockpicking lawyer stuff on YouTube?
No.
Oh, it's infectious. You watch one video and you just go through them all. Okay, fine. We'll not do it now. Though, it is a white check. We'll retry it. I'm going to overrule and try it, and we'll come back and do it later.
The chain cutters slip out of your hands as you attempt to twist the faucet into place. Well, you know one thing for sure.
It's alright.
You've probably never been a plumber.
I lost a morale.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll go to sleep and we should be good. If it works that way.
Back?
No, I think when we sleep, we should wake up fresh. Hopefully.
Okay.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
That's not ours.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 9 p.m.
Let's crawl in with the flashlight and the chain cutters.
Yeah.
The sheets feel
and the
quite
boots.
coarse
You got the dead man's boots
against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes.
Come on, give us some sugar.
And then sleep. Sleep doesn't come.
But I want sleep.
Obviously, you're in bed with your eyes closed, but it's not happening.
Why?
Maybe it's the bed's fault.
Check the pillow. Oh, how good. Like, one of the most perfect things in life is flipping the pillow and getting the cold side. I think there's nothing better than that.
Its synthetic filling has separated into hard lumps.
Oh, gross.
The pillowcase smells oddly. Smells of alcohol and sweat and grease.
Oh, let's check the blanket.
It barely covers your toes, stretching over your soft belly. This is your body here, intimate and warm, breathing. Under your thrumming eyelids, you see a dizzying array of colors. You won't get off this carousel quite so easily.
Roll to the other side.
It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it?
Who killed him? Who?
Something to do with, what was it that the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brain waves.
No more thoughts. Fall asleep now.
Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and images start forming.
What? What is this?
We're training about walking along the streets.
Oh, it's me! With a disco ball! That's pretty great.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood?
I was born in a hospital where people usually go to die.
You're not kidding anyone, Harry. You don't remember shit. Tell me, do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
Psycho? 1, 2, 3, or 4? Tell me what this is. Or, as we say in the business,
What the hell is this?
You know who I am. I'm the bad day. The one where you ask her, and then later in the streets, wondering. It's the worst day of all time, Harry dear. And it's coming. She will hear about it on the phone. Reality will turn into a grotesque nightmare. This will be the last thing you did to her. Tell me, do you remember the love of your life?
You said who?
Do you remember the warmth of her thighs, between her legs and in her mouth?
Jesus. I was left.
That's right, funky baby. And you just stood there. One hand on the bottle and the other on your dick.
Jeez, that's an image.
Watching her go. Let it all be dragged away from you. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
We got one. He's sleeping in the room next to us.
Exactly. I can get it all back?
No, it's gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. You failed. You failed me.
Oof.
You failed Elysium.
What is Elysium?
Everything. The pale and the useless. On the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history.
What is it, Psycho? It's no crisis before lunchtime, before 12. Same as like soft drink and lollies. Midlife crisis has come afterwards.
You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people. And you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up.
I can come back from this.
You're not coming back from shit. thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours, bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding?
My mind is tired and broken.
Your mind is what now? I can't hear you. The rest is just a word dream. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet grinding in your head.
Yeah, I was thinking like when he said 4.6 billion people you failed, and it's like, I'm sure most of those people don't even know us. But
I guess
the thing is, because it's a sci-fi, it could be like, oh, there was a virus released that you didn't get to. Like, there could be some sci-fi thing, but apart from that, it's like, it's most of those people don't, like, we haven't affected their lives at all.
I mean, how many people can you say really affected the world negatively? Like, I would say like Oppenheimer probably. Like, that was kind of a big thing. But, I mean, Hitler, of course.
Hitler, Stalin, but even if they're not as gross as Hitler and Stalin, most of the world leaders have done bad shit in more minor things, but have affected so many people. Yeah, Oppenheimer is a bit different, but not really. It's still a mass of people, but no, it's the same grouping as his. It's like the same grouping as dynamite. The person who invented dynamite, the person who invented the Winchester rifle. It's like kind of, but yeah, it's not as bad as.
Something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
God, there's another type?
Oh yes, party boy. And it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too. So soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork. Barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry.
That's weird.
Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Guess who has flight Wi-Fi? Well, there you go, Verd. Welcome back. Oh, okay. I wonder how many voice actors there are for the different parts of the brain, because there's a whole bunch. Oh, heal 2 morale. See? Yes. It's fucking Ripper. Although we've got no reserves. Well, Verdantry.
No existential. It's not quite the same, but no existential crisis before lunch. It reminds me because I've been going through Babylon 5, and there's a scene where person that's the executive officer, and she's talking to one of the people, and it's like it's a point where they're at a crossroads, they're defecting from Earth, and she pours herself a shot of vodka, and she tells this story about her father used to, when things were dark, pour a shot of vodka before going to bed, because there's the night of the wolf, or the hour of the wolf, and it's the point in the middle of the night where you wake up and every thing to worry about hits you, or everything you've done or haven't done or any other worries hit you, and it's called the hour of the wolf. And so you pour a shot of vodka and drink it, and that's to keep the wolf away, and you pour 2 more sips and then drink those, and just in case the bitch brings her pups.
I actually had the night of the wolf the other day. I woke up at 5:07 in the morning, and I was just wide awake, and I think it's because of all the job hunting and shit I've been doing. But at the same time, because I was wide awake, I got up and just did some things, and it felt like I'd lived out half a day before anyone else got up. And it's like, it was actually a really good day. But then if I actually want to set my, alarm to 5 a.m., there's no way in hell I'm going to wake up and do that. It's so sad.
I had a day at the start of the week. There was something that was stressing me out, and I woke up 1.5 hours before I usually do, And usually when that happens, even if I don't go back to sleep, I'll still rest. Like even if I'm not asleep, I'll still manage to rest and stuff. But I just woke up to such an extent that I actually got up, which is almost impossibly rare for me.
Yeah.
Got up and then started work, and then it just meant that on lunchtime I took a half-hour nap which I sort of felt guilty for, but it's like I started early, like I've done the time, so, and I was absolutely buggered by the time it wore off, so it's like I should be able to take a half-hour nap.
Oh, got to be careful with that though, because if you've woken up early and then you have a nap and it goes wrong, you will be fucked. Like,
yeah, I did worry about that, but I really, really needed something, and I thought if I screw up and oversleep, then I'll somehow make it up. But it ended up being just a quick half an hour nap, and I was better, not perfect after that, but better.
Yeah.
Good going, buddy.
Oh my god, what the hell was that?
Oh, just a dream. You have ones like that all the time. You feel even worse this morning than you did last night.
What the hell is going on with me?
You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think.
No, that's not it. Really, I feel super good.
That's not really true. Your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster.
Yeah,
Time to get some more.
Okay, so we did have a lot of speed in our system. Interesting.
You're too weak to say no now. Waking up is the worst part. Maybe somewhere down the line you could decline.
No, I can take this. I'm not going to look for speed.
Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically, a week. Let's be honest, 2 weeks. Maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You will be fired.
We'll do some speed and gin at some point, but not right now when we're trying to get back on the wagon.
Suit yourself, slow, sad shell man. See how you do without your spark.
All right, sweet.
We'll wrap up the case in this day without the spark.
I don't want to do the mirror thing again. It may give me a chance.
Mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
Oh, it's locked anyway.
In it, your face, adorned with
what a
expression.
Handsome Harry right here. But Stranded, you're right. It is really good artwork for sure. Whoops. Let it be the mirror for now.
Let's go and talk to Kim.
Yep.
See if he notices anything different.
We don't need the flashlight anymore, so maybe we go the old Crowy.
Plastic bag. Oh no.
Oh, we've already got it. So we'll do the Crowy and yeah, here we go. Yo, Kim. Oh, he may be waiting downstairs. What about you? I love this song.
The door is closed.
That's the lady that we talked to, the first person we talked to.
And we did that pickup line and it worked, and we were like feeling so cool about ourselves.
So we didn't get anything for it.
Oh, what's this? We haven't seen this section before. Kim, don't look at my feet.
Morning.
So far, so good.
Looks like we can get to work at once. The union muscle turned up. They look rowdy. We should talk to them.
How's that on our to-do list?
He won't even acknowledge the stolen boots. For him, they don't exist. You'll have to bring it up yourself later, if you dare.
Just imagine the scenario for a second of like literally going to work, seeing the boots, and then just waking up and seeing your partner wearing the boots. That's so good.
It's like in a TV show or movie, you would have that scene of just the like looking and then just the deflated and then acting like normal.
Are these the men that Gart told us about?
I completely forgot. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep. It's them by the looks of it. Loud and nasty. Just
Boy,
like the
did we.
manager said.
We sure did go back for the boots. And then we had to wash all the gunk out in the kitchen and make a slurry.
Use the kitchen of this place to clean out the 1 week old dead person out of the boots.
Yeah.
One loose thread less to worry about.
Level up.
And one big problem to replace it.
Well, you know what we're going to do? We're going to go perception again. I don't care what people say. I want
And the
high.
writing referred to it as being like a beef stew.
Let's roll.
One more thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them, continue with our business.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm supposed to talk. Might as well talk to them while they're there.
Purposefully concentrate on something else first. But aren't you curious to know what they have to say about
I am.
the murder?
They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that choice to you. Whatever you decide is fine by me.
Okay. I think he might be jealous of our new boots.
Is that good police work though? To just go. Let's not question them because I'm sure they'll be there later.
Look, we can't question Kim about being a bad cop when we're us.
Yeah, but I can a little. There's some dubious decisions he makes.
This conversation can kill you, okay? Not with her, I hope. She's got a Tommy gun under that blanket?
And there's no public phones nearby?
Unless she does like 3 morale hits in a row.
Oh, yeah.
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
It's fine, I understand. Thank you anyway. I'm glad to see you again, dear.
Sorry, ma'am. I didn't mean to eavesdrop on your conversation. Tell me how I might make it up to you.
Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the Whirling's phone line isn't working.
Remember when we tried to hit on her as well?
I remember talking to her. Do we try to hit her?
We did, and she said, "No, sorry, I'm too old for you,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I had a husband."
The union office probably has a phone, but I can't really
Hey,
get
half your age
there.
+7.
Or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone is dead too.
Wait, what's wrong with the phone line?
The manager was vague about it.
Oh.
Why would he be vague about phone problems? This is something to look into later. Ask God, maybe.
Why did you need to use the phone?
To let the young woman who's house sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and our friend Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night, but they're still missing, and I haven't heard from them. I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
I like that it's very fourth wall breaking here, in that it sounds like a side quest rather than a. Has he gone missing before?
That's just it. This isn't like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully.
A cold breeze hisses through dense thickets of reeds. Something sweet in it, somnolent. A damp chill goes down your spine. When you look around, you're still in the whirling in rags.
You have more important things to worry about.
Is that a quote from Leo DiCaprio?
What's that? Age is just a number. Huh. Is your husband some kind of scientist?
Oh, yes. A zoologist. A cryptozoologist.
Cryptozoologist? Come on now.
Yeah, you mean some draft NFTs.
It's a pseudoscience that attempts to legitimize research into mythological beasts and urban legends.
Oh, you know what? Someone did it earlier before, but Stranded, since you're in here, the secret Barry Burton command that I mentioned, coming right up. Let's see. Not so secret.
Take a look at this.
There you go.
That's one opinion, yes. And people are entitled to their opinions.
My apologies, ma'am. I did not mean to undermine your hobby.
His husband's hobby.
It's not a hobby, dear. It's a subfield of
Subfield.
zoology.
Just like
one specializing in animal species that are so exceedingly rare
however you say it.
that many assume them to be extinct or even fictitious. Searching for such species called cryptids is difficult and often thankless, and frankly, many scientists are too lazy to do it. Universities these days are rarely interested in supporting real research.
All right. What are we going to do, guys? Shall we try it? We have a +1 because we have a green ape pen.
So I guess that's one of the cryptids.
I guess so. Let's go for it. All right. Come on. Yes!
The most charming
Double sixes. We could have won one of those 3%ers with that.
Hmm. Could you tell me about just one interesting cryptid?
I suppose you could use a break and I could use a distraction.
That was too close.
Like you said.
You were almost a Jill sandwich.
Exactly fine.
Into some kind of cryptid extravaganza. We have things to do.
It's like a pair, just one.
Jill sandwich.
Okay, Kim. Just one little cryptid, promise.
He nods and assumes a waiting posture. Cryptids, cryptids. Let's hear about all the interesting cryptids.
Hey, if you wear shoes like this, you can hear about cryptids if you want to.
Exactly. Bet Barry wanted a
Look
bit
at
of that
the authority
sandwich.
in these shoes.
I want a bit of a Barry sandwich.
Ooh.
Oh, here we go.
Tough choice there.
All right, Artie, fine. Since you you did that wonderful sound alert, you get to choose what kind of cryptid we want to learn about. I'm going to say that 6 is excluded. 1 to 5. Go with 5, the invisible cryptid.
What an interesting question. And the answer is yes, there
Okay.
are.
So the moment where she said that there's like I could understand tiny, large, dangerous, sure. If cryptids exist, one of them has to be that. But the moment you step over that line to say there's invisible ones, come on.
Yeah, but that would explain why we
All
haven't seen them
fairy
though.
tales have someone or something invisible in them.
True. Shush, Kim.
It's the Col de Montadaqua. Its name means thin whisper of sound, and that's precisely what it is. Self-replicating sound waves, invisible and intangible. The Col de Mama is very afraid of us, which makes it incredibly difficult to track.
Col de Montadaqua can also be translated as a whisper light and low.
Oh, okay. A whisper light and low.
Yes, that's another translation. They're both quite lovely, aren't they? Although the low part is a little ironic. The Col de Montadaqua makes, or rather is, such a high-pitched sound that other animals, including humans, can't hear it. It could be everywhere all of the time, and
Okay.
we wouldn't know.
So it's invisible and it can't be heard.
Fine, I'll buy
Set to the high register.
How can an animal be a sound?
That's true.
Many scientists have asked the same question. Some have claimed that it isn't itself a sound, but a tiny corpuscle that emits sound waves. But there's no evidence to support this theory.
Why is the Mama de Quaca so afraid of us?
That is a sad story. A group of university students
Drop bears.
assisting with the field work in their
Companions.
enthusiasm for the project, and no doubt because they were preoccupied with impressing their professors.
Yowies as well.
Nearly drove it to extinction.
You know, funny thing about drop bears, well, not funny in a ha-ha sense, but funny as in, like, it comes up so often. Whenever you go somewhere where there's tourists, there's probably a 99% chance that the tour guide is going to mention drop bears as if they've just come up with it for the first time and they're the funniest person alive. Even when I went to Cairns, when we went river rafting, the guide mentioned drop bears to some Canadian tourists there. It's just old hat now. Extinction.
They tried to communicate with it and had no
I remember
other
suddenly hearing
means
about
but
it was
sound.
half interesting, and then you
So
hear
they
heard about it
started
everywhere, and it
sending
got
out sound
tired really
waves at
fast.
frequencies they thought might match the Mama Dakwas. And what happens when a sound wave meets another sound wave of the same frequency, dear?
A black hole.
They
It's either
cancel each other
destructive
out.
interference or destructive interference, depending on whether the timing or how the phase they are.
See, you're part of the problem, Verdant Tree. There you go. I like that the encyclopedia gives us the answers. That's pretty great.
Exactly.
But they don't necessarily cancel
And
each
these
other out.
tests were performed so recklessly that when they happened upon the right frequency, well,
That's
they wiped out most of the
bullshit.
population.
Yep.
After that, the corpuscle appears to have migrated elsewhere. There have been recordings of anomalies similar to those spotted in AI, but they've been few and far between.
Not Verdant Tree's
It's
thing, but
impossible to confirm the presence of any stable
the thing of them being
cult
destroyed because they were
Mama Dakwa
together.
population anywhere.
That's not how sound works.
Of course. A common thread in these.
It's cryptozoology,
Disappearance
Steve.
and
It can work.
falsifiability. I like the story, though, ma'am.
Anything's possible with cryptozoology.
I'm glad you did, dear.
I don't know if it's like just a clever, like a insight into like how these things work in terms of like they've latched onto a scientific concept and not understood the full thing. Like
Republicans?
two frequencies of sound waves, depending on whether they are in phase or not, is whether there's constructive, destructive interference. Because if they're exactly the same,
A
they'll boost each other.
100%
But if
certified
it's only if
got
they're
it.
opposites, they'll kill each other. But then someone just hears about sound waves cancelling each other and then moves that into their thing as a scientific concept without fully understanding it. That just reminds me of all that stuff.
What about what?
That's yeah.
Of course, dear.
All right, we're going to save it, and then we're going to talk to the union workers. Is old mate still there with his elk? No, he's gone. Is the stain still there? No, we can't lick the stain again, Saku.
I don't know whether we're supposed to get a gun before we do this.
Oh, a spittoon.
I thought of a question during the week. It's a would you rather.
Okay, give us a would you rather.
I thought the was asleep.
You do a would you rather, and then I'll give you a would you rather that I heard.
Okay.
And we'll, yeah.
Okay. Shoes on the bed or piss cat? Or you come in and you see piss cat lying on the bed.
Piss cat on the bed 10 times out of 10 times.
Would
No.
you rather? Really?
Yeah, no shoes in the
So even
bed.
if it, like it looks at you and it does that luxurious cat like stretch and roll on your bed.
Yep, totally
That's
okay with that.
preferable over shoes on the bed.
Shoes should never be on the bed. Even 1,000 piss cats covering the bed, shoes will always be the yeah. Geez, okay, mine's going to sound a little bit more perverted and filthy, if that's what you came up with. This is one that was on radio, okay? So it wasn't, this is not me coming up with it, but it's one that Lisa told me about after a radio that she listened to. It was, would you rather pubes for teeth or teeth for pubes?
It's one of those silly ones.
I mean, they're all silly. Well, what's a non-silly one? Would you rather have a hamburger or a hot dog? Like, that's a non-silly one.
The one I just did fits the room, like the piss cap and also shoes.
Well, I wasn't expecting that you were going to go soft. You're normally the filth bag Steve. I was underselling it more than, you know.
Well, sometimes it's because they're like both feet amputated or both arms or something like that where you sort of toss it up. I can't even toss those up. They're both ridiculous. Is teeth for pubes because you could... I guess it could be painful if you get them yanked, like a dentist. You'd have little pockmarks from like...
Oh, fuck it up.
Because like when someone yanks your teeth, you got the hole left over.
And me getting my wisdom teeth taken out this year, I know those holes real well. Oh, man.
When pubes with teeth, like that limits what you can do to like people. So I guess it would be clear because that's more dealable.
What do you reckon,
There's probably a
Chad?
certain segment of people would like that. Like, there's like people that fetishize about monsters or something like that. They would go, yeah, I like that because it looked different from the normal thing.
Do you think that, like...
But I don't think anyone will fetishize pubes for teeth.
But teeth for pubes, they will.
Yeah, like
you know what?
Like you get the monster crowd.
You know what it reminds me of? You know lamprey fingers? Remember that?
Yeah, is that the one I showed you?
It's the one that haunts me for life. It was either you or Matt or both. It's horrible.
I think I did because I think on my computer I stored it like several folders deep because otherwise you see the one version of Windows suddenly I was seeing the thumbnail on a folder and I did bury it several folders deep so I never saw it unless someone unleash it on someone.
Or what you do is just change the file name so it's no longer a picture, so then the folder won't show that as the thumbnail.
Oh yeah, that's another way I could have done it.
Yes, Saiku? Please? Please what? Or do you know of lamprey fingers as well? If you don't know about lamprey fingers, don't look it up.
I think I had the image, but I never knew the name, so you might have seen it afterwards.
Oh, there's money over here. The
Yeah,
biggest nightmare.
Stranded.
Alright, we're gonna save again because we picked up the 50 cents. Oh, there was another one that was on that radio thing as well. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna ask Lisa what it was, and then I'll relay.
The throw down flight of steps was really weird. I think I said that. I'm gonna get a top up. 1 sec.
Alright, Lisa's coming in chat to actually write it out because I could not physically say this. The words can't come out. There it is. Here she is. I think it's stupid, Lisa. Verd, the command.
Loudmouth Lisa. Stupid Lisa garbage face.
There you go. All right. I've got to wait for Steve before we have this conversation. But yeah, she's going to write the would you rather. It's kind of heinous. There you go, Steve. How about that one? Artie, fine. Give us the answer.
I think never be loved.
Yes, we did, Lise. That was the first one I explained to them. Yeah. This is not who I am. To be fair, like, whenever something funny comes on the Matt and Alex show, she'll come out and tell me about it. Pretty sure it was Matt and Alex that she heard it on. Maybe it was somewhere else. Sounds like a Matt and Alex kind of thing.
I think the pube show remind me of is like the TV show MacGruber, where the lady, from the movie we saw, she has a locket around her thing. It's one of those like sentimental things they have together. She has this love heart locket, and inside of the locket is Alex gives it to her. It's the first night they had sex, he found some like pubes afterwards, and he gathered them up and put them in the locket. And
that's right. That's
so
a MacGruber thing.
She divorces him and marries someone else, and she's still got the locket of his for the pubes around her like wearing them still while she's with the other dude.
That's so foul. All right, let's let's change the topic and talk to these union workers and see how we go.
Over here.
That's another thing as well. We don't say snap fingers. We say click. Click our fingers. Oh, this lady wants to talk to us. Okay.
I usually say snap.
Snap fingers? No, click your fingers. What are you talking about? We don't say snap.
Yeah, snap them. Yeah.
Ah. I don't know. Maybe it's a regional. No, but you're from the same city as me. I don't know. It's weird.
You seem a little different today. Less hospitable.
You are far from home, lieutenants. This isn't a district known for its love of self-proclaimed militiamen.
I mean, no trouble. I'm here to do my job.
Not a muscle moves in her face, but her eyes trace yours.
I listen to the talk as well.
And perceptive.
Yeah, Will Anderson would definitely be on the dollar for sure. That's the kind of dude he is. And the Gruen transfer.
He's the one. He's sort of the reason it's sort of popular in Australia. Because he was telling his audience about the Dollop, because they're sort of mates.
Mm.
You are looking for Titus Hardy, who you think has information on a murder the RCM is investigating. You want to interview him.
Okay, Titus Hardy.
That's Titus. Talk to him, but know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming, nothing official. The District of Martinez does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority. We will make an arrest if we have to.
She says nothing.
Laying down the law.
Her glare speaks for her.
What if I want to talk to you and not Titus?
What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. In Martinez, you are no one.
What's your role in this?
Obviously, I'm a lawyer. A legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union. I would urge you to consider what you say to my clients.
She's in lawyer mode, that's why.
I didn't pick that. Why are you so aggressive?
Aggressive? You make your living enforcing violence. These people are just dock workers.
But they're the one that hanged the dude.
So you were spying on us, and now you represent murder suspects. Just dock workers.
Yeah.
Listen, you moral intern lackeys. You're a mob, enforcing the unlawful privatization of Revachol. 20 fat men in the Occident are stealing it all, and you're their bodyguards.
Fuck yeah.
So ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders.
Let's see.
I've been really liking the past times news segments. That's been really good.
I think I've only ever heard 2 dollops ever, and I don't remember where we were. At least we were driving in a car somewhere and listening to it. Maybe it was in England actually. I think it was. Not really my thing, I would say. I can see how people would like it, but not really my thing. Let's see. All right. Which one do we choose? The world needs a financial buffer zone. No need to get emotional. Let's do that.
No one is emotional here.
Okay.
Do your job. Ask your questions, then leave.
Okay, let's talk to Titus.
This is where you say your bid.
That sounds like Solid Snake. Just then. Otacon.
Yeah, I forgot the guy's name. He was in Guyver 2 as well.
David Hayter.
David Hayter, yeah.
First, we need to talk about your attitude.
Wow. The RCM sent us some big dick cops.
Not so much anymore. Maybe it was just that line that sounded like him.
Real big dick cops. Look at them. Reckless. Swinging in the wind.
Yeah, look at the big dick on that cop.
Woo!
Can't tell a dick that big what to do.
Hell yeah.
Must be something in the water in Jamrock.
Yeah, gave them real nice big dicks.
Well, thank you.
It's starting to get uncomfortable with the focusing on that.
Anyways.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
Do a head count first. Connect these men to the tracks you saw in the yard. Chances are they're going to match.
Yeah, did you do it?
So,
Scan the rim,
you're
though.
not just here to swing your big dick. You're here for the pretty boy. A real looker, that one. Stinks like shit, too.
They love him, boss. Spend all day digging around in there. Can't get enough of that pretty boy smell.
Funny, but my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
Okay. Why is there a container belt around his neck?
Container belt? Like we use in the harbor?
Yes, why?
Because we took it from the harbor where we worked. Then we went out back and used it to hang him.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
We did this together. All of us. Until he was dead. That's why there's a container belt around his neck.
Aha, game's over. We got the perpetrator.
No, you don't. What you have is 7 honest men who thought it forthcoming to tell you what happened, so that you don't waste any more of your time.
What the?
All 7 together. They're diluting responsibility. It's an anti-arrest tactic.
Why don't I just arrest you?
Yeah, lawman. Why don't you?
It's almost an anthropological sight, watching him try to assert dominance over you.
Not in the arresting mood?
By your side, the lieutenant keeps his hand away from his holster. You hear the nylon of his coat hiss as he steps closer. Easy. Walk back from the provocation. They're armed, and they outnumber us. The lieutenant tries to establish eye contact with you.
Nah, you confessed the murder. We're taking you in.
Look, coppers, I know you think you're doing your job here, but there are 7 of us, and 2 of you.
They haven't seen how good of a shot I am.
The bore's the size of your eye. I can almost see the stars.
You're under arrest.
The last thing you hear is a little murmur. Not a blast, not an echo. No one screams. It's more dead cops.
Oh wow! Simply like that, huh?
Martinez, as the bodies of 2 police officers are found floating in the canal. It is believed the officers were pursuing a murder investigation, but got caught in the dock workers' strike and were gunned down.
Who are they showing as being gunned down?
Circumstances. Such needless loss of life is truly tragic, a local union leader, Everard Clare, commented, and added that although the event is truly horrid, we can expect similar incidents to follow if right-wing vigilantes are allowed to run around uncontrolled and try to wriggle their way into well-organized neighborhoods.
Well, that was good. I think we'll call it there, and then we'll resume next week from that. I think I was being a little bit careless because we were running late on time, so it was cool to actually see how that played out. But going forward next week, we'll do it proper for sure. I want to thank everybody for joining us. That was a blast. We got a lot done. We got to steal the boots and cook the juices out of them, walking around in the dead man's boots like we own the joint. Now that is cool. Let me quickly see if there is anybody on to shoot a raid across to. Yeah, I'm really liking this game though. I think we're going to probably have maybe 100 episodes by the time we're out. By the time we've finished the game, but who knows? I think Stranded said there's like 4 or 5 days and we've just beaten 1, so let's have a look. I know what we'll do. We'll send you across to a new person. Hopefully they're good, but they are playing a game that we've finished on this channel before. And that game is Monkey Island 2. So let's lock you in the raid cannon, insert you like bullets.
Flawless victory.
Flawless victory, there you go. Alright guys, sending you across. Catch you next time. Oh, I'm going to do a stream tomorrow morning as well. But yeah,